Good morning, everybody. As of the recording of this video, it's Friday, May 30th, 2025. It is 5:15 a.m. Pacific time. Just clocked in, got done with my pre-trip. I had a couple more minutes left to spare. My next workflow is supposed to be going down to Utah on Tuesday, but I don't have the workflow on my tablet yet. The distribution center is about a 2-hour drive from here, and I don't know if Alo is ready for pickup yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go drive down there, and hopefully by then I have my workflow, I have my pickup, I have all that jazz. Because I want to start going back to Utah as soon as possible. So anyways, I'm going to get back to driving, and I'll see you later on in the video today. I should also note that I'm starting today's video in University Place, Utah, where my last stop was yesterday. I included a little bit of it in yesterday's video, a little closer, just to prove that I was still recording for the day, even though I explained that I pre-recorded the video the day before because I knew that yesterday was going to be a delivery day, and the little clips I added into it were little clips of me just walking to dinner, stuff like that. I know it's out of order, and I know it's fine though. I went ahead and put them out of order, kind of on purpose, just to kind of keep everything interesting. But that jogging box is still right across the street from where I'm at right now. And we're gonna go ahead and go leave, and hopefully by the time we get down to Ridgefield, the load will be ready for pickup. All right, I want to say I just pulled up to a rest stop. It's about 20 miles from Nampa Pine. I want to say about within 10 to 20 miles. I've been to this rest stop just a few times. Pretty nice and clean, actually. Really well kept, it looks like. I've been to quite a few of them in Oregon, where you can tell it's not very well kept. You can see like needles and drugs and stuff like that, like crack pipes and all that stuff all over the place. I'm not saying that stuff like that here in Washington doesn't exist, but I'm just saying I saw it more often in Oregon, you know. So we are close to the Toutle River, which is, many of you know, Mount St. Helens. When that mountain erupted in 1980, flooded the river. We are close to there. So we're at mile post 54. So yeah, about 18 miles from that rest stop that I was just at, or from the Love's gas station I was just at to fill up in Nampa Pine. I'm gonna miss the Pacific Northwest. Okay, as per tradition, I always like to come up to the maps, check it out. Where am I exactly? There's Nampa Pine right there. I want to say Toledo, close to Cowlitz County somewhere. I want to say I'm close to, I'm just a little bit farther north than Castle Rock. And my end goal is down here somewhere, Ridgefield. Some truck parking facilities. Camping grounds, they use parks everywhere. Dash Point, that's in Federal Way, my hometown. I wish that more rest stops would actually use their little stands for like snacks, or if they don't have like any vending machines, have like a little snack bar or like a information desk open more often. It would be nice. All right, well I need to get back at the road. Hopefully I'll have a load ready for me by the time I get to Ridgefield in about an hour, but we will see. So I'm coming up into Troutdale, Oregon to pull over at the Love's gas station for a couple minutes for a quick break. I was able to pick up my trailer, start heading back down to Utah. Happy it was ready for me today, but I'm actually kind of confused right now because I'm not sure if this is actually my last load coming up to Ridgefield, Washington quite yet, because my workflow says that I am to go down to Utah, go do all my stops, and do them on Tuesday, which is fine. Then my last stop is to come back up to Ridgefield to drop off the trailer. I don't know how accurate that is because I'm still not 100% sure when I'm supposed to start going out to Missouri. So I guess we'll see how that goes. I don't know. Maybe I'm supposed to bring it up here and then bobtail back down to Utah. I don't know. So I guess we'll see. Alright, so here we are just a few hours later. Parked over at my usual Boardman, Oregon. Loves travel stops. This is the gas station. It's been in a few of my videos before. This is the gas station I'll usually stay at either on Sunday nights or Monday or Tuesday. Like when I leave Utah to come up here, I can do the 10.5 hour drive, and this is the one that this is the gas station I would usually pull over at and then stay here for the night. In this case, I'm going to go ahead and take a half-hour break, get some food to eat, and then head on over to Baker City, Oregon for the night. I kind of figured I might as well just stay in Baker City for the night. And then go outside and get some food, and then when I get back, I kind of want to explain why I chose Baker City over going to Ontario. Alright, I kind of want to discuss, like I said earlier, it's been in like 10 minutes or so. Went in, had some lunch. Pretty small lunch. I like to keep my lunches kind of light, smaller things. Lesser calories, but I probably could make better choices in food. Something more protein focused instead of carb heavy. And I'll admit that that's something I need to work on. Anyways, so one of the reasons why I decided to go to Baker City instead of Ontario, Oregon. I always say Ontario, Oregon because I know that there's also an Ontario, California. And I'm going to assume that you, the viewers, are going to know that I'm already in Oregon, and I mean Ontario, Oregon. Mainly because I've already said before where I am at. Sorry, I had a cough and my GoPro paused for a second. But so when I get back from my break, I'm going to have about 5 hours left of drive time for the day, and I think overall I'm going to have about 17 hours left of my 70. It's going to take me, on any regular day, it's going to take me about a 15-hour drive in my truck to get from Ridgefield, Washington and get back down to Salt Lake City. So legally I can drive for about 11 of those hours, 11 of those 15 hours in one day, and then the last 4 hours in the second day. This morning when I first started recording today, I was in University Place, Washington, which is near Tacoma. It's basically a suburb of Tacoma, Washington. And and that's about a 2-hour drive from Ridgefield, maybe a tiny bit longer, 2 hours 15 minutes maybe, give or take some time. But that's how long it took to get me to Ridgefield, Washington. And to get to Ridgefield, Washington, Ridgefield, Washington, to where I'm at right now in Boardman, Oregon, in my truck, driving about 65 miles per hour, 55 in portions, 60 in other portions, so the speed limit varies. It takes me about 3.5 hours to go from Richfield to where I'm at right now. Now to get from here to Baker City, it's going to take me about another 2.5 hours. So I want to say that overall, after I get to Baker City, it's going to be about 8 hours of driving I've done. Maybe 9, give or take a few minutes. But since I had already started earlier today in University Place, I don't know what it was that happened last night, but last night or yesterday after I got off of work, I ate dinner, went back to my truck, was tired, and I don't even remember falling asleep. I just remember waking up again at like 10:30. And then I went ahead and took Benadryl because I have hay fever and my allergies were going kind of crazy yesterday. Took a Benadryl, that knocked me out again. But for some reason it woke me up, like I kept waking up until about, or off and on waking up until about, you know, until I got ready to go to work this morning, until I clocked in. That's an irritating sound, but that sound goes off every time someone leaves the showers. It warns the guests, or warns the workers to say, hey, there's a shower you need to clean. That's what that sound is. Anyway, so I am sleepy tired, and I had realized I had forgotten to get a few more packs of caffeinated flavor packets from Walmart the other day when I was in Idaho. I thought I still had a full case left, and I did, but I only had 2 little packets of it left, so I don't have as much of it left as I thought I did. So I'm gonna be tired. I actually just finished one off not too long ago, but the last one I actually have, I'm gonna go ahead and save until the morning time. And so by the time I clock in tomorrow in Baker City, I'm gonna have a full 11 hours to use to drive, and I should have like a full 14 hours of on duty time to work with by the time I get there. I have about 17 hours left as of right now before taking my break, and I wanted to utilize as much of that as I possibly can for my shift tomorrow. I don't expect to get home until around noon or 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, but basically this is the long way around of saying this, but basically the reason why I'm going to Baker City is because I'm actually kind of tired. I'll still take some more video to post my video for tomorrow, but we'll see how long it takes, what I do record. But everybody has, if you've been following my channel since I started this daily video taking, you've seen Baker City a couple times. I did a video, and there's one day where I did a part 1 and a part 2. That's the only time I've ever done that, and I thought about doing that other times again, but the time has never come upon me, or I never had a chance to do that since, so we'll see. And also with work, hopefully I can go to Missouri here pretty soon. Kind of prepping myself for that. Now I'm kind of excited, but now I'm not exactly sure when I will be going to Missouri will be. I thought it would be the week after this upcoming week, but I don't know. We'll see how it goes, because my current workflow is having me go back up to Ridgefield, Washington to drop off an empty trailer. The trailer I have right now, it's loaded right now, but it will be empty by the end of Tuesday. And that's the trailer I got to bring up to Ridgefield, Washington again, apparently according to my workflow. So I don't even know if I'm gonna be going up to Ridgefield. Here, hold on. There we go. So I don't even know if I'm gonna be going back up to Ridgefield the week after next, or what, because I'm thinking that they're gonna have me do another load. I can bring this empty up, drop off the empty, pick up my next load, or they're gonna have me bring this empty back up to Ridgefield, and I'm just gonna bobtail back to Salt Lake City and start heading out to Missouri, like Warrensburg, Missouri, I think it is, the week after that. Stateside, I have never been east of Texas and directly north, so I've never been to Oklahoma, Nebraska, Dakotas, Minnesota, you know, out in the East Coast. I've never been east of Texas stateside. So once I start going to Missouri, it'll be, I took a look ahead of the route. This will be the first time I'll ever be going to Nebraska, first time I'll ever go to Missouri, and those are the 2 states I can think of right off the top of my head. It'll be the first time I ever go to either one of those states. I have to look at it again and see if there's anybody else new I'm going to be going to. But eventually I'll go ahead and talk about some of the, like along I-80 going through Wyoming and kind of into Colorado. I'll point that out, point out some of the places that I've been to that I haven't been to since I've been back vlogging, but I do have some old footage of driving through that area, but we'll see how it goes. I know that there's new Buc-ee's just north of Denver, and I know I'll be at least going close to it. I don't know if I'll be going close to it or close enough to it to warrant a visit to it, but I've never been to a Buc-ee's before, but I've seen other videos before, photos. Everybody gets excited about Buc-ee's. We don't have it. We don't have Buc-ee's in Idaho, or we don't have Buc-ee's in Idaho, Utah, places I usually go to. They don't have it in Wyoming. No, not yet at least, but hopefully I get to go to that Buc-ee's that's just outside of Denver. Anyways, enough talking for me right now. We'll talk later on today, and we'll see what else is out there for the rest of the trip. All right, here we are just a couple of hours later since I actually made my last recording. Baker City, Oregon. I have about an hour left on duty / drive time, which theoretically I could actually get to Ontario, Oregon, theoretically, because really it's only about 71 miles away or so, 70 miles away. So I actually have like an hour and a half left of my 14-hour break. But my truck only goes about 65 miles per hour max speed. That's what it's governed at. So I can't quite make it all the way to Ontario. I wish I had the truck I had when I was driving for Penske. That one was governed at 70 miles per hour. I definitely could have made that. Probably would have shaved off at least an hour and a half of my overall drive time today if I could actually drive that fast. I mean, 5 miles per hour extra doesn't sound like it's a whole lot, but really in the trucking business it really is. I honestly don't even know when the next time I'll be up here will be. But honestly, I feel like I have said a little too much, talked a little too much today. Lots of walking and talking today, a little bit of driving thrown in there. So I think this would be the good end, or this would be a good time to make this the end of today's video. I need to go out there and go do some walking, get some steps in. I feel like I'm about 5,000 steps short of my daily goal. And then after that, I'm probably gonna eat some dinner. I have some leftovers from food I've cooked over the week in my cooler in my truck. Warm that up in here, and then I'll probably end up taking a shower later on tonight too. And after I get done taking my shower, edit this video and put it up and schedule it for a release for 6 a.m. Pacific time tomorrow, since that's the time zone I'm still in. 7 a.m. Mountain, 8 a.m. Central, 9 a.m. Eastern time. Anyways, I hope everybody has enjoyed watching today's video. Please subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell to get notified when I post a new video. Give it a like, because YouTube's algorithm likes to see that, and will suggest this video to other viewers that like to watch these types of videos. Another thing that also helps this channel out is if you comment down below, and also if you share this video on your own social media platforms that you use, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, whatever you use. Share it with your friends and family. Get them watching the adventures of a daily trucker vlogger. We'll see how it goes when it comes to the whole Missouri thing coming up soon. But happy to be back on a daily vlog. Be back vlogging in general. I'll be taking you guys along if I end up going down in that direction pretty soon here. It'll be my first time in Nebraska, Missouri, that part of the country really. And you'll be there to see my first impressions. Obviously, I'll be documenting it. Anyways, thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you in tomorrow's video, or I'll see you down in the comments section. By the way, before I go, I know it's at the end of the video. If you've made it this far in the video, thank you for watching again. But you'll notice that sometimes it takes me a long time for me to see or even reply back to comments in the comments section down below. Sometimes I don't even get around to them until like the end of the day. If you are one of those people that does comment on the video down below, don't take it personally. Don't be offended if I don't get to it right away, because I like it. I'll give it a heart, and then and 9 times out of 10 I'll reply back to it, to what you say. But sometimes I don't get to it until the end of the day because I'm driving or I'm delivering something, and usually I can't reply back to you until my phone is connected to the Wi-Fi for some reason. I don't know why my phone does that, so don't be offended if it takes me a long time to reply back to your comments down below. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'll talk to y'all in tomorrow's video. Bye.
Hey everybody. Everybody watching has to subscribe. Subscribing is cool. Thanks.